$1 trillion already gone in just 5 minutes, and no one knew why. The market crashed, prices went insane, and then, just like that, everything came back. But here's the real question: who caused it? And more importantly, could it really have been just one person? May 6th, 2010, 2:32 p.m., a massive sell order hit the market. $4.1 billion dumped almost instantly. And in that moment, something broke. Within minutes, the market dropped 3%, then 5%, then nearly 10%. But the real madness wasn't in the index, it was in individual stocks. Some stocks lost almost all their value in seconds. For example, Accenture stock fell from $40 to just 1 cent. Yes, 1 cent. A $30 billion company was suddenly almost worthless. At the same time, the opposite was happening. Some stocks spiked to completely irrational levels. For a brief moment, Apple stock hit $100,000 per share, valuing the company at over $50 trillion. Yes, $50 trillion. In that moment, nothing made sense. The system was completely out of control. And then, just as quickly as it started, it stopped. Within 36 minutes, the market recovered, and the event became known as the flash crash. But the real question is, how did we get here? Let's rewind. Earlier that day, the markets were already on edge. The European debt crisis was escalating. Investors were nervous, and the system was already fragile. But no one was prepared for what was about to happen. But this is where things get interesting, because behind all of this chaos, there was one unexpected name: Navinder Sarao. Not a Wall Street executive, not a hedge fund billionaire, just a regular guy, living in West London, trading from his bedroom, in his parents' house, no fancy office, no team, just a laptop, connected to the US markets. And somehow, this guy was making hundreds of thousands of dollars a day. But here's what makes his story even more interesting. Navinder Sarao wasn't just a random trader. He had already made millions before the crash. He was self-taught. No formal education, no Wall Street background, just screens, charts, and endless hours of practice. He had a natural ability to read the market. He could feel trends. And over time, he became extremely good. By the time the 2008 crisis hit, he had already built a fortune. He made a bold bet that governments would step in and save the markets. He was right. But then, everything changed. Markets were no longer controlled by humans. They were taken over by machines, high-frequency trading. And suddenly, he started losing his edge. He wasn't competing with traders anymore. He was competing with machines, so he made a decision. If he couldn't beat them, he would become one of them. He started building his own system. And then, he found a weakness. Machines don't understand intent. They only react to orders. So he started placing fake orders. And it worked. So did Sarao cause the crash? Not exactly, but he made it worse. In just a few minutes, the market collapsed. Nearly $1 trillion vanished. Years later, he was arrested. And eventually, he was sentenced to house arrest. But the truth is, the system was already broken. And this story reveals something bigger. Markets are far more fragile than we think. Sometimes, all it takes is one person. If you enjoyed this, there's more. Please subscribe.